Hello class 11 ML Aggarwal students, welcome once again to Math is Possible. I'm going to continue the video for the chapter limits. I've written that, I'll tell you why. Limits and derivatives. I'm writing in short. Limits and derivatives. Okay. So in this chapter we were writing some formulas. Okay, and I had given the heading as some standard results on algebra, on limits. That is like limit x tends to c f of x plus g of x whole thing is equal to limit x tends to c f of x plus limit x tends to c g of x. Now, like this type of formulas I was giving you, what I want you to do is I want you to split the formulas into three parts. The first part you're going to write as polynomials. So with polynomials we'll be solving some questions. Then the second part of formulas I'm going to give you with trigonometry, because we're going to have some questions on trigonometry also. And the third part is with logarithm and exponents. Okay, that's why I've written these three parts already. Okay, in the third part we are going to have questions on log and exponents. Okay, so we need some formulas that are required in limits to solve these type of questions. Okay, so let's go on to the last one, the last formula that I'm going to write for you. I'm going to give it as a star because I don't remember what the number was. So the formula is limit of x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a is equal to n a to the power n minus 1. Okay, keep this as your last one. Okay, now on this now we are going to start with the questions. Okay, that's why I don't want to give you all the formulas as of now, but before I start with the questions I want to tell you there is a type of a form that is indeterminate form. Okay, indeterminate means indeterminate form. Okay, just write it as star in D-E-T-E-R which means you cannot cannot determine the value. Okay, you cannot find the value. Okay, then you have to do a few things, but that's not in class 11. I just want to tell you how they will look like an indeterminate form. If it's of the form 0 by 0, that means when you're putting the limit on top also you're getting a 0, down also you're getting a 0. Let's give you an example. Let's say limit x tends to 0, say not 0, let's say x tends to 2, x square minus 4, okay, divided by x minus 2. So something like this. Okay, something, although this can be solved further, but if you put 2 here, you're getting a 4 minus 4, as you're getting a 0 here. If you're putting a 2 here, you're getting 2 minus 2, 0. So you're getting it in a 0 by 0 form. So this type of a form is an indeterminate form. That means you cannot find the value unless you solve further. Okay, so we are not going to talk on this much because you're not going to get questions on this type of this type of form. You're not going to get a question on that. Even if you get, for that I've already written it over here. Okay, I'll show you how to solve it. So let's go ahead and start with the questions. Okay, let's not waste much time because that's the main thing we need to do. So we're going to start with a few easy questions. Okay, we'll not be doing all the easy questions. We'll start with the difficult ones. Okay, those are the ones that we need to solve. So it's exercise number, I'll tell you, exercise number 13.1. Okay, so we have exercise number 13.1. Let's start with the exercise. Okay, let's start. It says evaluate the following limits 1 to 6. Okay, we have to find the value of these limits. Okay, the first one is very easy. Exercise 13.1. If you have something else, please write that, but you'll find the questions are all the same. Aggarwal students, class 11. It says limit of x tends to 3, limit of x tends to 3, x plus 3. Very simple. Just put the value 3 over here and add it. The answer is 6. And this is a correct answer. There's no need to check. Okay, we won't be checking on this type of questions. Part 2 is another easy one. Okay, that is limit x tends to 1 pi, what is that? Pi r square. Okay, pi r square means r tends to 1. Okay, so r tends to 1 is given. So put the value of 1 and then what do you get? Pi. You just get pi because 1 square is 1 only. Okay, so these are very easy questions. The main thing that I want you to know, what I want you to know is, make sure you don't get a 0. Okay, try not to get a 0, but even after trying not to get a 0, you're still getting a 0, then you can't help it. Okay, just remember that. I'll tell you while I'm doing all the questions. 2 part 1. What's 2 part 1? 2 part 1 is this. Limit x tends to 1. Bracket, again a bracket, 2x minus 1 whole square plus 5. Very easy question. Very easy question. Put the value. Is 2 minus 1 is 1. Right? See, put the value 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1 only. 1 plus 5 is 6. Let's check this answer. Okay, although it is very easy question, still we can just check the answer. And I got to search for the answer page. I think it's here only. Please don't get angry with me with the delay. Okay, because the answer page is here somewhere. I didn't mark it. It's my fault. Just hold on a little bit. Then the derivatives part. So then the externals part, and this is going here. So it's all together, and where is it? Come on. I think so. Okay, yes, I found it. 13.1. Might as well check all the answers. 6 pi and another 6. Right. 13 part 1. So I've done till question number 2 part 1. Let's go ahead to question number 2 part 2. Again, easy question. Those of you who don't want to waste your time on these questions, you can just forward. It's not need to watch them because you know what to do. X to the power 40 minus 3, x to the power 12 plus 1 whole to the power 132. Whole to the power 132. So you need to have your calculators with you. Okay, I got to get mine. Just hold on. One sec. I got it. So you have to be ready with your calculators, okay? Class 11 students, keep it with you. In case you forget, we can leave the answer in power form. So let's see what we are going to get here. So let's find the answer here only. Let's put the value. Put 1. So this is 1 only. Put 1. So that's a 3. So 1 minus 3, you have plus 1 whole to the power 132. So that's going to give you what? This you're going to get as minus 1, right? Sorry, minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is a minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 132 is a positive 1. This is just 1. Okay, no need to use your calculator. The answer is 1. 13 part 1. 2 part 2. Correct answer. Okay, that's also correct. Let's go on to the next question. 3 part 1. 3 part 1. Limit x tends to 0. Actually wasting my time doing all the easy questions. Okay, but then you have to get a hang of it, you have to understand what's going on. Put a bracket, although there is no bracket. Now you put the value 0, there is a 0 here, but b and 1 is left, so you're left with b by 1, that is b here. Okay, let's check this answer also. 3 part 1, yeah, b. Alright, let's go on to 3 part 2. Before that, let me just tick all these questions I have done. So 1 part 2, 2 part 2 and 2, 3 part 1. Let's go on to 3 part 2. I think I can fit it over here. Let's check if I can or not. I don't know, let's check. X tends to 0. I think it's an easy question. I think I can fit it. Root over 1 plus x to the power, what is that? Nothing. X to the power nothing actually. Plus root over 1 minus x divided by 3 minus x. There's some dust actually over there. I thought that's a power. Small little dust. So put the value 0. You're getting 1 here. 1 plus 1. Put a 0, very easy. So you're getting 1 plus 1 divided by 3. Right? So that is 2 by 3. So these are very, very easy questions. You can try them. Okay. If you don't want to, please don't. Okay. 3 part 2 is also done. Let's go on to 4 part 1. Carry on from there. Okay. I'm rubbing off the exercise number because that may not be the exercise number. Let's go on to the 4th question. Again, the 4th question is also an easy one. 4 part 1, the question is given as limit x tends to 0. You can also write it as LT like that. Okay. Whatever, you can write this, you can write that, but don't write both. Okay. Don't be that stupid. No, you're not. It's going to be ax minus, not minus, plus b divided by cx plus d. Okay. Those of you who don't want to write the whole thing, lim, L-I-M, you can just write LT. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. Put a value, put 0. Answer is b by d. Let's check the answer. 4 part 1, b by d. Correct answer. Let's go on to the next question, that is 4 part 2. Now we are going on to some interesting ones, actually nice ones. Limit x tends to minus 1, x to the power 3 minus 3x plus 1 whole thing divided by x minus 1. So let's check. Put a minus 1 here, it's a minus 1 only. Put values. Yeah, that's a minus 1. Put a minus 1, that's a plus 3. Then that, nothing is happening over there. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. So we have 2 plus 1, 3 minus 3 by 2. See, there is a 2 over here. 2, that's plus 1, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. Because there is a negative down there. So let's check this answer also. Correct answer. Okay, let's go on to question number 5. But before that, let's take this. Okay, this and this is also gone away. Question number 5. Part 1. Now look at this question. This is different type I have given you. But you will not use the indeterminate form. Okay, make sure, don't go ahead and write it 0 by 0. So that's the answer. You cannot have 0 by 0. Okay, you cannot have anything. You can have anything down here, but you cannot have a 0. Okay. So how do you solve this? Very simple. This is x plus 3 and x minus 3. All of you know actually. X minus 3 if you have paid attention in class. So don't forget to write the limit, because over here we haven't yet found the answer. Okay, so limit x tends to 3. Now put the value of 3, that is 6. That's okay. It is correct actually. So no need of checking also. Okay, it's correct. I've checked it. Part 2. Let's go on to part 2. Part 2 is another nice one. Limit x tends to, what is that? X tends to, yeah, that's a -1. That's not a dust. 2x squared. 2x squared plus, is it? Yes, plus 3x plus 1 whole thing divided by x square minus 1. Right? X square minus 1, yeah, correct. Now see, if you put the value -1 over here, it's going to get squared, it's going to become +1, and you're going to get a 0. You already know what to do over here, but make sure you also solve on top, the top one. So 2 into 1 is 2. So that's very simple to solve. I don't think I have to solve it also for you. You are in class 11. You have studied it in class 10. Quadratic equation, midterm break. So that is 2x plus 1, not 1, it's just x, okay, plus 1. Whole thing divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1. You want, you can put a bracket on top. Okay, there's a -1, sorry. X tends to minus. Sometimes I may have not written the -1. It's just because I'm doing it very quickly. You write it. Make sure you don't make the same mistake that I am making. Okay. You know what to do already. Plus 1, x plus 1. These are easy questions. X plus 1 and x minus 1. Now from here, let's go on. Until unless you haven't put the value of x equals to -1, you have to keep writing this limit, okay? Make sure this is your first time doing limits, so make sure you know all these things. Don't write here and then forget about this and keep on going. Okay, then you will get 1 mark cut every time. 1 mark will be removed every time. Okay, so that will be 2x plus 1, that is x plus 1 whole thing divided by x minus 1, and x plus 1, cancel them out. Alright, now you've got a nice equation where you can put the value. Okay, put the value. This is -2 plus 1, of course that is a -1, and then -1 minus 1, put -1 minus 1 minus 1 is -2. So -2, cancel them out, you're getting a half. So now you can write this, that limit of x tends to -1, what is that? Where is it gone? 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. Want to put the bracket, put, is equal to half. So you can write it like that. Okay, well, at last, please write this. You want to put a box also, that will be even better. Okay, so we were doing question number, which is this question? Question number 5 part 2, right? Question number 5 part 2, where is it? Half. Correct answer. Okay, you can put a box here, right? Just to show that this is your answer and that's your proof. You proved it. That is half. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. Question number 6, of course. Now, question number 6 is looking like another easy question actually. Question number 6 part 1. Okay. It's given as limit x tends to 2, 1 by x minus 1 by 2. They haven't put a bracket. That's a very bad habit, but you put it please. That is x minus 2. Simply, you can see you can solve it. So please go ahead and solve, because down there you're getting a 0, the numerator. Okay, so make sure you don't get a 0. That is 2x. So x covered, you got 2 there. 2 covered, you got an x over there. Now you have a x minus 2. So on top, what can you do? You can just do this. Okay, take out the minus sign and you can write plus x and minus 2. See, take out a negative sign, take out a negative, write a negative over here, If you write a negative sign over here, then the inside the plus term becomes minus and the minus term becomes plus. Right? It's very simple. Divided by 2x, x minus 2. Cancel them out. You're left with, right there, right here, limit of x tends to 2. Okay, you're left with minus 1 by 2x. So that's simply what? Minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. Put the value of 2. Okay, and you will get minus 1 by 4. Okay, let's go on to the next question. That will be question number 6, part 2. Okay, so let's do it here. I can fit it. And start from here actually and go on there. So this is the second part of the 6th question, and it is limit x tends to 2, x tends to 2, x to the power 5 minus 32 divided by x minus 2. Now what are you going to do? Tell me. When you put 2 here, you see 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 5 is going to give you 32. So you do 32 minus 32, so you get a 0 on top also. You get a 0 down also. So what are you going to do? You're going to leave the question? No, I just gave you, I have given you a formula, okay, and the formula is limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n whole divided by x minus a is equals to n a to the power n minus 1. Right? I just gave you this formula, so let's use that. So how to change this? Okay, so it's not going to be 0 by 0. We're not going to do that. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. X tends to 2, limit of x tends to 2, x to the power 5 minus 2 to the power 5 divided by x minus 2. Okay, look, x also has the same power, the a value, the 2 also has the same power, and down here we have x minus 2. So from here what I can write? I can write 5 into 2 to the power 5 minus 1. So that is going to give me what? That is going to give me equal to 5 into 2 to the power 4. So that's 2 2s are 4, again 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So that is 5 into 16. So 16 into 5, you all know, please do it. Okay, 80. So that is 80. I spoiled myself using calculator. Okay, please don't spoil yourself also. Okay, 6 part 2. Let's go on to question number 7. That's a correct answer. Okay, 6 part 2. Let's go on to question number 7. So I can fit it over here. Question number 7 is given as, okay, it's a big question actually, so we'll have to do many parts. I cannot do that. Just make it like a snake. 7. Question number 7 is given as f of x, okay, 2 parts actually, 2 parts to the function. F of x is equal to x minus 2, alright, when this happens, when x is less than 0, means all the negative terms, okay, and x plus 2, all the negative integers, even in the negative part, when x is greater than or equal to 0. So if it's equal to 0, then you'll use this equation. If it's greater than 0, you'll use this equation. But if it is less than 0, then you'll use that equation. Okay, the top one. So let's start. The first one says to find limit of x tends to 1 f of x. Okay, that's how it's given. So you will also write it like this. Now we have to go and now we'll have to write in the proper way. This is how it's actually done. The function is written in, and it's written in this way. Now from here, what are you going to do? Which function are you going to take? So it's 1, that means greater than 0. So you're going to take x plus 2. So eventually you're going to get what? You're going to get the answer as 3. Okay, so limit of x tends to 1, f of x is equal to 3. Let's go on to the second part. The second part says limit, very easy actually, x tends to minus 1 f of x. Now which function? Of course the top one. Limit x tends to minus 1, okay, x minus 2, so that is minus 3. Okay, so limit of x tends to minus 1 f of x. Alright, the next one will be 0 with 0. Very easy actually. Very easy. Let's go on to the next one, that is part 3 of question number 7. Question number 7 part 3 says we have to find limit of x tends to 0 f of x. So 0 means this one equal to 0. So you will write limit of x tends to 0 x plus 2. Okay, so that is just 2. Limit of x tends to 0 f of x. So let's check these answers and let me just tell you if they are correct or not. Yeah, this is correct. 3, this is minus 3, correct, and that is also correct. Limit 3 does not exist. It says 3, what am I? X tends to 0 f of x. It says does not exist. But why? But it does, because at 0 is 2. Yes, because equal to 0 is 0. I think there is a printing mistake at the back. Okay, it says does not exist, but it's not possible because at equal to 0, because it's given 0 over here, it's given equal. So if we didn't have this, we didn't have the equal to sign, then this does not exist. Okay, then at 0 you cannot find a value of this. But it's given as equal to 0. Okay, maybe it's corrected in the new book. Okay, but this is the correct answer. So you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, this is the correct answer. At 0, you will use this function because it is greater than equal to 0. Yes, that's what we are going to do. Okay, let's go on to question number 8. It's the wrong answer at the back. 8 part 1. Limit x tends to half 4x squared minus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. Okay, so what are we going to do over here? Don't put half, because you'll find we're going to get 0 down. So this will be 2x, start with the other marker. This is 2x whole square minus 1 square. Okay, nobody writes that, please don't write it. You can make it shorter, okay, since you already know what you have to do. Next part, instead of doing one extra step, you can make it shorter. 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1 divided by 2x minus 1, cancel them out. Put the value 2, put the value half of here, you're going to get 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so that's the answer for this. Let me just check it for you if the answer is correct or not. 8 part 1, the answer is, I'm sorry, it's correct, 2. Answer is 2. I thought I got a 1. I don't know why did I think that? Anyway, let's go on to 8 part 2. Alright, let's go on to 8 part 2. Part 2. It says limit x tends to 1 x minus 1 divided by 2x square minus 7x plus 5. Okay, that's what is given. Okay, let's go ahead and solve this question. By now you all know what you have to do. Okay, you will get See what you're getting. Put 1 here. Put 1. Try not to get a 0. Okay. Put 1 here. So you're getting 2. 2. You're getting -7 means minus 5 plus 5 is a 0. So you're getting a 0 down here. You're getting a 0 up there. So you'll have to solve this. So that's 5 2s are 10. So 5 and 2. Okay, it's going to make 7. So 2x square minus 5 plus 2 is 7. Forget the sign. Okay. Don't have to concentrate on the sign. You will get automatically you will get the correct answer. Okay. You don't need to worry about the sign that is given. Some of you all, when you are doing this midterm break, you are worried about the sign. Don't worry about the sign. You just worry about those two numbers that is making 7 or whatever is in the middle. The B. X tends to 1. That is x minus 1 whole thing divided by 2x square minus 5x minus 2x plus 5. Alright, so that is limit of x tends to 1, that is x minus 1. Take out the x term, you get 2x minus 5. Take out the minus 1 term, you get again 2x minus 5. Alright. So that is limit of x tends to 1, x minus 1, that is 2x minus 5 and x minus 1. Okay. Cancel, cancel. Now you can put the value of 1. So you put 2 minus 5, that is minus 1 by 3. That is minus 1 by 3 is the answer. Let's check it out if that is correct. Question number, what was it? Question number 8 part 2. 8 part 2 is the correct answer. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do one more, 9 part 1 and 2. Just let's finish it off for today. Okay, we'll continue this in the next part. Okay. Let's go on to question number 9 part 1. Question number 9 part 1. Again, very simple question. Limit of x tends to 1, x square minus. Okay, these are all not important, not very important. Okay, you all can do it in the exam, so it's not very, very important. The ones that you won't be able to think or do in the exam, those are important. Okay, these are very, very simple for you. Okay, so don't mark them as important. Just practice. So this is x square minus 2 plus 1x plus 2. You know what I have done? X square minus 1. Limit of x tends to 1. X square minus 2x minus x plus 2 whole thing divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1. Just missing one step actually. Tends to 1. X minus 2 minus 1, x minus 2 whole thing divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1. Eventually, limit of x tends to 1, you are going to have x minus 2 on top and x plus 1 down. See, the x minus 1 and the x minus 1 gets cancelled out, so I have not written it. So here you put a 1, that's a minus 1 on top. And down here it's a 2, so it's minus 1 by 2. Simple answer, simple question. Okay, yeah, correct answer. Let's go on to the second part of question number 9. And just let me see, question number 10, is it long? What's the time? Okay. I think I can do this question also, question number 10 also. Yeah, we'll do that question number 10 also. Okay, let's go on to 9 part 2. So 9 part 2, this is the question. Limit x tends to 3, x cube minus 27 divided by x minus, what is that? X square minus 9. X square minus 9. Okay. So now limit of x tends to 3. What did I write? Limit of x tends to 3. Okay. So this is x cube minus 3 cube divided by x plus 3 and x minus 3. Now look at this. What is this? This is a cube minus b cube. What is the formula of a cube minus b cube? Look at this. A minus b. We don't have a formula for a cube minus b cube. Okay. We have to create a formula for a cube minus b cube. Many of you all have already seen this, but look very carefully. Okay. This is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab. Okay. A minus b. Those of you who know the formula, please don't have to see this. You can continue from here. Okay. So that is a minus b whole cube plus 3ab. Okay. A minus b, which is equal to a cube minus b cube. Now when you take out a minus b common, okay, when you take out a minus b common, you are left with a minus b whole square. So that is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, and this is plus 3ab. So if you jump that step, it's just plus a. Okay, that is a cube minus b cube. Simple. Now you have got the formula for a cube minus b cube, which you have created. So from there, limit of x tends to 3, we are going to get x minus 3, okay, bracket x squared plus 9 plus 3x whole thing divided by x plus 3 and x minus 3. Okay, see, look, a square is x, so x square, b is 3, so a is x actually, so x square, then b is 3, so 3 square is 9, and a into b, that is x into 3 is 3x. Okay, cancel. Now finally answer. 3 3s are 9. Let's calculate. That is 9 plus 9 plus 9, 27. Okay, and divide by 6. So that's 4.5. Let's see the answer. They may have given it in point only. Question number 9 part 2. Question number 9 part 2 is 9 by 2. So that's 4.5. Okay, you can write it 4.5. You can write 9 by 2. Okay, doesn't matter. It's correct. Let's go and do question number 10 part 1 and 2. That's it. That will be the last of question. That's the last question for today, for this video. Okay. So let's go on and do question number 10 part 1. 10 part 1. It's given as x cube, limit x tends to 2, x cube minus 4x square plus 4x whole thing divided by x square minus 4. Very simple question. Okay. Limit of x tends to 2, take x common, x square minus 4x plus 4. Okay, and this is x plus 2 and x minus 2. Now from there simply you can understand what type of a formula the top one is. That is x minus 2 whole square. See, a square minus 2 into a into b is 2 into x into 2, that is 4x, and b square is 4 because there is a minus, so this is x minus this, x minus 2 whole square, x minus 2, cut it out, one of them is left. Limit of, this is what I was talking about that time, okay, that no matter how much you try to make it 0, make it not 0, but still if it comes 0, you cannot help it, right? You can't help it, is it? Can you help it over here? Look very carefully, what's happening? What's happening? See? 2 into 0 divided by 4. So what is the answer? 0. You have tried your best that this does not come as 0, but it is coming. So you cannot help it. So 10 part 1 is 0. The correct answer. Okay, this is what I was talking about at the start. That try not to make it 0. try not to write the answer as 0. But even though you have tried and still the answer is coming as 0, so you cannot help it, then let it come 0. Okay. Then part 2 is, what is that? Limit x tends to 2. Limit x tends to 2. Okay. Where is it gone? Limit x tends to 2. X cube minus 2x square whole thing divided by x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay. X square minus 5x plus 6. So this will be limit. You can put bracket for both. X tends to 2. Take out the x squared, so you're going to get x minus 2 over here. Down here, x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. I've missed a step. Limit x tends to 2. X square x minus 2 divided by x. Marker is not writing. X minus 3 minus 2 x minus 3. Now you can understand what will cancel out. So please don't do one more step and show your cancellation and all. Just go ahead and write whatever is left. Okay, x minus 3. Okay, so x minus 2 and x minus 2 is gone away. Eventually what are you getting? 2 2s are 4 on top, and down here 2 minus 1, so that's just minus 4. Okay, then part 2. Yeah, correct answer. That's it, students, for today. We shall continue this in the next video. So keep taking as much help as possible from my and your channel, Maths Possible.